Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I want to show you how to use the assessment tool for looking at your sales reps communication skills that all add up to enhance their sales skills and ability to close the deal at the end of the day. So if you're looking through this on what training to best get your sales reps and how to help them the most, we have this tool here. So we're going to go through the first section, and with each section, it's going to be a rating of 1 to 10 on the average salesperson, and finding that balance of the highest performing salesperson and of maybe the more novice, lowest performing. Finding that average person, you're going to think of that person and then go through and fill out this sheet on a 1 to 10 scale.
So once you think of that average person, the average rep in your organization, what you want to do is start going through the criteria section. So let's go through the first section, and then we're going to extrapolate for the rest. The first section, does the rep set the frame at the beginning of a conversation? Now, if that average person doesn't at all, then you give that person a 1. If she is great at it, like superstar, then you give her a 10. Now, think of that average person and rate. So, wow. So this person gets a 10. She's superstar. Okay. Second, know how to be concise and deliberate with their messaging. If they ramble all over the place, you give them a 1. If they are surgical with their messaging, you give them a 10. 4, okay, well, so this person needs some work. And when you're looking at the average person, that's an indication of your average sales force, because you look at your sales force as a bell curve, and that average is going to tell you the bulk. It's called the core sales team. And you ignore the tails at the end, the 3% and the 3%, the 3% superstars and the 3% that probably they need to look for another job. So here we're concerned with a bulk. Okay. Then you go, does the sales rep have interesting and insightful points to make? 1 is no. They're like always like quiet, waiting. It's like talking to them is like pulling teeth. And 10 is they constantly share insights with the prospect, constantly educating the prospect, constantly sharing value. Okay, 5 for this person. Okay, does the rep know how to tailor the message to the prospect? So 1, if they just follow the script, no matter what. So for example, you have a rep calling a small business owner who owns a convenience store, and the rep is not familiar with convenience stores, but called dentists before and doesn't tailor the message. It will speak to the convenience store owner as a dentist. That's not tailoring the message. And if they do a great job customizing the message to the person, then they get a 10. So that's a 4. So now imagine we do the same process for the rest of the assessment. It's not very long. It will take you less than a couple of minutes to do this. If you do this for the whole criteria, what's going to end up happening is that you're going to get a score to the right. And maybe Rahul, can you jump in and maybe talk about the scoring and how they can use them to provide training for the core sales team?
Yeah, sure. So assume that as Peter said, you've gone through all these different 5 sections. On the right side here, you can see that we have percentage scores. Of course, that's out of 100%. So as you can see here, impromptu speaking, 47.5%. So Chaz, if you could just scroll down a little bit. So 47.5%, and you can see here there's a visual, much lower than the other ones. We have 67.5 for facilitation. So the low-hanging fruit here, impromptu storytelling messaging. So if you want to prioritize, then you can start with those 2 and go from there. What we recommend is about 80% is where you want your sales reps to be, so that the average sales rep, so that way the entire curve is pushed over. Even the lower performers are maybe at 50, 60, 70%. And that way, that's going to give you a lot better performance from the whole team overall. And also in terms of the rating, 1 to 10, it's going to be a gut check. So don't overthink it. Just think of the average problems that you tend to have every single day with the team, the things that you feel like you're getting stuck coaching them on, or they're not really shifting, or maybe you hear them in a meeting or a phone call and you notice the issues. Use that as a gut check. So don't overthink it. 1 to 10 scale. What do you think? And then this is going to give you the lowest hanging fruit in areas that some of the team can deprioritize until later.
Awesome, guys. So that is the tool, the assessment tool for how to look through your team, finding that average person, putting down on that scale of 1 to 10, and then going through and seeing which of those are lowest to then be able to really help your team the best.